Will you guys find the kid if he can play?
Oh, I mean, I think, especially at this level, we'll find a kid that can play, because I mean, we're evaluating any kid that we hear about in an area, any kid that a coach tells us, and we ask coaches what other kids in the area they like and think we should look at. And furthermore than that, I mean, the way recruiting is now with the internet, I mean, if a kid gets a MAC offer, he pops on our radar, we evaluate him right then. So I mean, now at the lower levels, it's a little harder because you're that first offer. But for us, I mean, you're piggybacking, at least finding them and evaluating.
The name of a school like McKinley, does that matter to you guys? You guys always stop in on a place like that?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's certain schools that are going to have players every year, so you're naturally going to go there every year, every time you're on the road, every trip, and so you're always going to go in the schools that traditionally have had players and will have players, and you try to get to all of them, but obviously time permitting, you sometimes can't.
DC, Maryland, Virginia area, you guys got 3 out of there in this class. How difficult is it to get in the door there when you have, obviously, Penn State's recruited there, so Virginia Tech and Maryland, obviously, in the area?
In my experiences, and Larry has Maryland, DC, but I've recruited there for a long time. Those states are homebody states. I mean, a lot of those kids stay at Virginia Tech, Maryland. It's just kind of in the culture in the state. So it's really hard. I mean, it's really hard to beat Virginia Tech in Virginia and UVA in Virginia. But I mean, 2 years ago, I went in and met Matt Burrell, and he has every offer in the country. I offer him and recruit him for 2 years, and then he ends up coming. Jalen Holmes is another example, and then obviously the other guys that we signed. So they have to get to Ohio State and fall in love with Ohio State. If they don't, then they're going to stay home. But if they get up here early in the process, you'll be in it in the end.
Is it a case now that you've gotten those guys, or you feel like you're in now, you can go down there whenever you want?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's always hard to get the first one, and then once you do, it opens the doors. And not that it's going to be easy now, but there's something to relate to. It's not just a school that's 7 hours away. So it definitely helps, and that's a kid that they probably know each other, have heard of each other. I mean, at this level, they're all high-profile high school kids. So they talk, and then when they're visiting, they get to know they take care of each other. And, I mean, Johnny Dixon and Torrance Gibson are already talking about how they got to take over South Florida. So getting those 2 kids, I don't even know if I'm gonna go on the road. I might just let them tell me who's coming.
I have a non-recruiting question before we get you out of here. Michael Thomas had such a good season. What was the difference with him this season, and what's his ceiling for next year and beyond?
I mean, his ceiling is where he sets it, and it's really limitless. I mean, he's a very talented guy, and what's funny is he had a great year. I mean, he responded well to getting redshirted the year before, but as he and I go back and watch the season in review, it was average compared to what it could have been and what it should be next year. So there's a lot of excitement and motivation with him and really all my guys right now, because they feel like they had a great year, but they watch the film and it wasn't near what it could have been. So they're excited.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach.
No problem.